it's time to kick back now, the pressure's off. Shine, you make it all shine. There's an awful lot of dirt in this world, a lot of good things that cover underneath the heavy load. And if I'm feeling down under my own layer of grime, I can count on you, my friend, because every time you make it all shine, you make it all shine. Yeah, one thing that I know, just everywhere you go, you make it all shine. You make it all shine. When nothing is looking that great to me, you know how to show how good it could be. You could have stayed in bed, you could have stayed at home, but you got out there instead, and yeah, you got it all done. What started as a trickle ended like a volcano, and from the darkest depths of the ocean, you're coming up gold. You make it all shine. You make it all shine. All the wood, all the stones, all the horses and all the gnomes.
And we are live. Hi everybody.
Hi.
Welcome to Lower Lyceum. It's just gonna be the two of us today.
Which two of us?
I'm Ray.
And I'm DJ.
And this is Lower Lyceum, where we play games and hang out and talk about them. I don't know. We still need to figure out, like, Ellie has the talk about games and play them too, but we didn't talk a lot about, we've talked a bit about PowerWash Simulator, but
I feel I don't like that I don't like that intro. I feel like that we play the games is it goes without saying, you know?
well, you know, until you come up with a better intro. Yeah, no Ellie today.
No,
Ellie's
I gotta write
networking.
Ellie is out
Yeah.
there moving and shaking.
The difficulties
Unlike
of
us,
being
who
a
are
connected
here
director.
cleaning a fake train.
Yeah, we are going to clean a fake train, which you should invite me to do, by the way.
Okay. Let me start. I was gonna read the thing, but
Oh yeah, go
I
ahead.
have to. Well, I hold on.
Sorry, I'm throwing you off. Yeah, if anybody has any suggestions for an intro spiel,
I
that
can
is-
write an intro spiel. I just, I haven't gotten around to it.
it's not like we do this every single week and have been for over a year.
I know it. Inviting my friend Raymond
Yeah,
to help
that's
me
me.
clean this choo-choo train.
Does the stream capture the overlay? Like, if I go into the overlay, no, it doesn't. Okay. Ah,
Hi, look at my
Hello.
outfit.
that's nice. I really like it.
Yeah,
It's
everybody
Orville.
didn't get to see my outfit because I haven't gotten to clean anything since
That's not
we
true.
started.
Everyone can see your outfit on the on the stream starting soon screen.
Yeah, in the background.
Yeah,
To help
that's
me
me.
clean this choo-choo train. Anyway, we're cleaning a train because Ellie is not here, which means Ellie cannot stop us from talking about trains as much as we want.
Joe's not even here to enjoy it, so
I know. What a load of
Joe's
shit.
driving. Joe's
Anyway.
driving to Pennsylvania. Ellie's at a networking event.
Okay, we would like to hear the lore of the train.
Yes, please.
Okay, Bertha Jefferson from Mauka Ida Desert. What an Oh wait, hold on. Why is it like this? Wow, this is strange. It won't tell me what the beginning of it. Okay, basically it's the mayor's sister or relative of some sort, but the mayor we have not met yet is corrupt and dislikable, and she's like, well, I'm his sister, but we're not friends like that.
I'm his
Anyway,
sister, not his
she's going-
friend.
Yeah. She's going through the family's property and has found this beautiful old steam engine, and she would like us to clean it.
All right. No complaints here. Yeah, Foop. Don't even worry about it. We're, this is going to be a more relaxed and more chill stream than usual. Not that they all aren't.
Even
but...
more than usual, because we're not even...
Let me know if DJ's volume's okay, though, before you get too relaxed and potentially fall asleep. Because I've been fiddling with her. Her microphone was kind of weird the other day, so I was fiddling with her volume in Discord, so just want to make sure you can hear her.
Ray turned me down. Can you believe that
You were cackling. Oh yeah, that's right,
Yeah?
Miki, I'm sorry.
It is Miki and not Mickey, yes?
If it was Mickey, I think they would spell it differently. Okay, perfect. That's all I wanted to know. If it was Mickey, surely there would be a C in there, like the mouse.
Yes. But you never know. I want to get it right. I've always thought it was important to pronounce people's names right and spell them correctly.
Ellie telling us that her boyfriend is the only person that has chosen to call her Eleanor when presented with the option between Ellie and Eleanor.
I call her Elliot sometimes.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
funny.
well that's fun, yeah. We have a friend who goes by Con, and for a very long time I accidentally tricked DJ into thinking that his full name was Condor.
That was for like a day. A long time. Get the fuck out of here. It was literally like a day. Like, I had bought a nail polish shade that had the word Condor in it, and Ray, just on a whim, was like, oh yeah, that's why Con's name is Condor. And then I went to affirm that with him, and he said that was false. I had been lied to.
It wasn't that long, but you were still really mad about it for some reason.
It was maybe like half an hour. A long time.
It's a pretty long time to believe someone's name is Condor.
What is it? What is his name actually?
I think it might be Constantine, because, like, he's kind of a history buff.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
And his actual
Makes more
name is
sense.
not Constantine.
No, but Constantine's an actual name, like there's a guy in Bully named Konstantinos.
That's a great name. If you
It's
really
great.
want to make your child the subject of bullying.
That's true, because I do bully that guy.
I'd bully that guy. I wouldn't. I don't bully
Well,
people.
he's in a particular he's in the non-click click, so like he's kind of easy pickings.
YouTube has been
Those guys won't like defend each other the way the other bullies will, so
YouTube has been recommending me bully videos. Like challenge runs, like kissing all the boys in Bully, like.
oh. I did do the science once because there's a particular point in the game where what's her name? Molly? No. There's every gang has a girl in their gang, and the greaser girl, she has a line at a certain point in the game where she's like, I'm like Helen of Troy, but you're busy kissing boys named Troy. And I was like, I wonder if she still says that if you don't kiss any boys up to that point, and she does. So I did the science, so you don't have to.
I wonder if that's like an oblique sort of hint that you can kiss boys if you want to.
I think it is, actually. I think it's kind of like when we were playing Doki Doki Literature Club and you finish the first act, and then it's like, hey, you can skip the dialogue, and then it gives you no opportunity to do that.
Yes. But it gives
When
you
really
the heads
that's
up.
a hint
Yeah,
that you
yeah.
need to pay attention, because the dialogue will be the same, but it will be slightly different. Which is why you can't skip it. I actually thought that was a really clever, like, game design element.
No, it's good. In the same way that I think having an NPC, make fun of you for being gay is your hint that if you haven't tried it yet, maybe you might want to.
I think at that point, the first time I had played Bully, I did not realize that I could kiss. There's one boy in every gang that you can kiss as well as one girl, so, like, I didn't realize. I think I had found Gord at that point, but did not realize that Gord was, not. It wasn't just him, I had other options.
You had other options, yeah.
Yeah.
Which, very progressive for a game at that time.
Rockstar's always been pretty. They've
Progressive
always
is perhaps
been-
not the right word, but...
They're a little confused, but they got the spirit.
I think the guys at Rockstar are a little obsessed with gay masculinity. Like, they're, like, to a degree that, like, makes me worry for them a little bit, but...
I think they think it. I mean, it's kind of like when you're watching Jackass and they're like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
this is the gayest fucking thing in the. I think Rockstar is in a similar vein,
Yeah.
because like they let you dress in women's clothes as Trevor and like all kinds of shit like that. So like, but to them, it's like it's just part of the. They're yucking it up.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I think
There
it's part
is-
of the tapestry of weirdness that they're obsessed with, generally, as far as American
Yeah.
culture goes.
They even have like they had in Vice City Stories. There's a character who gets a sex change and then changes back.
How do you know
And
unless
it's
you
not.
tried it?
It's, well, because they're based on oh fuck, what's her name? You know that one German filmmaker who she made like all the propaganda films, but she
Yes.
also made like all the weird art. She's based on that. On
That
her.
that is Leni Riefenstahl, by the way.
Yeah. The character is based on Leni Riefenstahl, but it's she's also it's the 80s, so all of art is about being gay right now. So like
Yes.
it's that, and we're changing our sex, like we're changing our clothes. I would play Vice City Stories for you, but it's actually hard, and I don't.
It's actually hard.
Well, I don't know what it is. Like, like Vice City Stories is really hard compared to Vice City, and Liberty City Stories is the same way. I feel like maybe it's because they were both made for the PSP first and then
Yes.
ported to the PlayStation.
PSP games live in a very strange... I've never actually played a game that was on PSP because I never owned that console, and it did not sell well, because you kind of had to be rich, like...
Yeah.
And we were not. So there are a lot of PSP games that, like, I would like to experience, but a lot of them did not get ported, and a lot of them, if they have PC ports, the PC port is not very good.
I haven't.
You had one?
I did not have one. Simon did, and
Oh.
I still have it.
Have you ever
So,
tried playing
well-
it?
No.
No.
I thought about it though, because I really like the Warriors, and the Warriors was made for the consoles, but it did have a PSP port,
Interesting.
so I'm curious as
Yeah,
to
yeah.
what that experience is like.
No, all of the really, really super nerdy guys that I hung out with in high school, obviously they made up the bulk of the group that I was in, all of them had PSPs, and they would just play them in class.
I remember working at GameStop, PSP, and I've told you the story about them giving me the really expensive lightsaber replica
Yes.
that lights up and everything, and telling me to be very, very careful with it because it's expensive, but also like show it off and try to make it look cool, which how?
Yes.
They also, at the same time, made me hold a PSP in the other fucking hand.
Wow.
the dumbest fucking job I ever had.
How long did you work there?
A day.
A day, yeah.
A day. You know
That's
what? They
about
had
right.
GameStop was, I mean, in retrospect, I didn't realize this at the time. Like, maybe I kind of had an inkling, but like, GameStop is real fucked up to work for, just on principle. But also because like, they had this weird shit where like they did not want to set up direct deposit like a normal goddamn job. They wanted to like pay you in, I don't know, company script or some shit.
What the
It
fuck?
was like they had their own little like debit card that they would credit your paycheck to.
That's
and
so
it's
weird,
like-
and that has to be
weird as
legal,
fuck.
right? Like that cannot be. They're trying to skirt some law there.
That's absolutely what I think in retrospect, but like at the time that was like my first job and I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, well
How old were you?
That's 17, 18.
Wow.
18, yeah.
I got my first job at 16, but that's because my mother told me that I was getting a job that summer or I was working for her, and I did not want to work for her anymore because she owned her own business, and my mother at the time was a terrible boss. She'd probably be better now, but...
My parents were, you know, I've complained about them before. They're Gen X. They had to pay for everything themselves. So like,
Oh,
you know,
la-di-da, as if I
this-
didn't.
well, that's what they say, but at the same time, they had like way more opportunity to like get jobs and shit much younger than I did. So it's at the same like, you know, it's like yeah, fine, you paid for everything at your age, but like you had the ability to go places and do things, and I did not have that opportunity. So I felt
No.
like they were. And it was their own damn fault. They were always acting like they didn't trust me to do nothing. I'm like the most trustworthy motherfucker in the house. So anyway.
In
Anyway.
retrospect, that turned out to be true, yes.
So yeah, like I got that I got the GameStop job for a day, and then they decided that they did not like the cut of my jib, but that was fine because like that job's fucked up. And then I ended up getting a job at Walmart.
So you got
instead.
fired, you didn't quit.
I mean, I wouldn't say it was fired. It was just they didn't call me back. You know what I
Huh.
mean? Like they were supposed to schedule me, and they did not. They
Interesting.
elected to not.
Where the hell is this? Oh, okay, there it is. It's on the back.
It's not like I did anything wrong. They just it's GameStop.
You
so,
didn't
like,
make that
they had
lightsaber look
options.
fun enough.
Oh, how?
It
What the
didn't
fuck
look
am I
fun.
supposed to do with it? Like, do you want me to swing it around or not? And if so, how about one of the other fucking people in the store hold the PSP while I swing this thing around delicately?
The guys in my school that had PSPs, they were so nerdy that they were playing Japanese games on them in Japanese that they could not read. Like, they were
That's
playing
real
Japanese
fucking
Monster
nerdy.
Hunter. That was my introduction to Monster Hunter, was my buddies had all gotten Monster Hunter, whatever the fuck, for PSP. And I was like, so can you read that? And they were like, no, but like the gameplay
No.
doesn't require you to actually know how to read Japanese. You just have to click the correct menu buttons. Because the point is you're fighting the monsters. Okay, so these trucks are clean. I'm
It's
having
like one
difficulty.
time I was sitting in class and the boy next to me was like, he turns to me and he goes, you know, Rammstein really speaks to me. I don't speak German, but I feel like they really get me as a person. And I'm like, most of their songs are about like killing and raping people, man. Like,
Yeah,
come on.
yeah. The guy who's a
I
little
don't
too
think that's
excited about
actually
German
true
class.
now, but like, yeah. I don't think that's actually the estimation of what their songs are about, but like, a lot of them are kind of. I wouldn't be just saying that all willy nilly, you know.
I think I wouldn't be like if an adult person. Yeah, you do, Miki. Sorry, I apropos of nothing. Bring those fanfics to life, please. I will
The
read
Pope
them if
says
you
you
write
need
them.
to.
What's that?
The Pope says you have to.
Yeah, that's true.
He's given his popely decree.
The Chicago Pope says that you must. Am I
love
am
the
I
Chicago
stupid?
Pope.
Like, what am I missing here? Okay, what? Okay, the car platform.
Get down here.
I
And in the
did.
corner, and did
Oh,
you
I
get
see.
behind this like lip?
The coal car platform is still not clean. There we go. Thank you for your help. I think the tender is clean. Nope, it's not. This truck is still dirty.
You gotta wipe the train butt.
Ew.
big baby.
Link your fic, yeah. But it's not from a fandom. Any fandom I know. What fandom is it for? I've read fics for fandoms I'm not in. I get it. I know how. Can I jump up on this, please? Thank you.
No, go fuck yourself.
I'd better. For a second, I thought you were saying that the fanfic was train booty. I was like, well, it has the word train in it. It can't be that bad.
Some people love pulling trains.
I've read more than one fanfic about that. Isekai Shikaku. Alright, yeah, I'll check it out. How long is it? Joe sends me fully original works that read like fanfiction but are not, because they're, again, fully original and I've read those, so...
Yeah, they're about his trains.
I will say, sometimes I will do, like, when we write, like, our original stuff, but it's not, like, canon to the world of the letters, I do still call it fanfiction.
Well, yeah, because that's the fanfic of our fanfic.
Yeah, yeah.
That we've written of our own shit.
Do you know how many
No,
chapters you're gonna add? Go ahead, DJ, sorry.
I don't remember what I was gonna say.
My bad, sorry. Oh, I got kicked out.
So did I. Connection timed out. What the fuck are you
What?
talking?
What does that mean? Yeah, we have fanfiction of fanfiction.
Yeah, we have our letters, which the trains are just trains in. They don't move because they're museum trains. So it's like Thomas, but if everybody lived at a museum. And then we have our fanfic of that, which is they are humanized so that we can have guys who live inside interact with guys who live outside.
Six
Well, I
chapters
would like
plus
to
a
invite
bonus
my
chapter.
Friend.
That's cool.
I sent you an invite.
I know, I'm
Let you
coming.
back in now.
It's connecting still.
Yeah, I had this problem with Ellie last night when I was helping him clean the ice cream parlor. Kept getting like kicked out and having to reconnect, and then it would take like 30 seconds, which is an eternity to wait to clean. So
Yeah, the loading takes a long time.
it's gotta load all that dirt.
I think we need to bring to people's attention that it is possible to mod PowerWash Simulator and add your own levels. If only so that more people will do it.
Yeah, I was saying the other day, I was like, I was playing PowerWash, and I was like, I bet I could write a We Happy Feet DLC for PowerWash Simulator, because all you'd have to do is write the text messages.
Yeah. Well, and import the models.
I wouldn't even. No, I'm just be writing it. So like, I don't even have to do all that. Just write the text.
Yeah, but wouldn't you want the level to go along with it?
I mean, yeah, but I don't have the means to do that.
If that one guy that's digging into the code can actually like get in there, you could pull the models out, and then it would
I
just
don't
be
know
a matter
how
of...
he's doing it. Like,
Do we have any more information about that?
I read the directions, but I don't understand them. Which I'm not stupid, so I think the directions are just complicated.
Probably.
Plus, the way that the game is coded is just kind of fucked up. So like, I don't know.
Oh yeah. Which house are we cleaning in We Happy Few?
So a DLC, like a theme DLC in this game, generally has 5, possibly 6 levels. There's usually 3 locations and 2 vehicles. And I hadn't like thought of the entire thing, but I was definitely thinking the Reform Club needs a wash because of the water sports on Wednesday or whatever day.
I
'Cause, you know,
think cleaning a
piss bottle.
because We Happy Few has an explicitly like exclusive vehicle for its own, like you should be able to clean one of the
Clean a jubilator.
yeah, clean. I could not pull the word jubilator.
Yeah.
You should have to clean a jubilator, and I do think it should be covered in modeling specifically.
It's covered in joy goo.
But I want something that's covered in modeling because it's bright pink.
We can have that, but like I don't think it would be the jubilator.
I think it could have driven over a modeling like spill and.
No. The jubilator would be covered in the toxic goo, the pea
Oh
super.
yeah, you're right. You're so right.
You gotta think. There's other goos in We Have.
I just want to know what I'm cleaning modeling off of. That's all. You won't answer me.
Well, I didn't know yet.
We'll figure it out.
Hassling me. Where's my fucking letter before we're hassling anybody about anything?
It's almost done. I need to write about Pilot's trip up the line with Eli, and that's it. That'll be very easy.
That's so exciting.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Joe, he was in there earlier today, and he's apparently writing an article, someone, about model trains and why people like them.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in there and I was like talking about like which is funny because I don't have any model trains. I just enjoy them when I see them. But I was like, I had like all kinds of thoughts in there, and everybody else was like, here's what I think about the model trains, and I think it's cute. Well, I think we should. What do you like about model trains, Ray?
You know, I like anything that's small. So I really enjoy the idea of like. I think model trains represent a very similar facet to what we do with our trains, which is like creating like a world for them to exist in. Like that was Audrey's whole thing with making his model train layout, was he was creating a fictional world, and the model train layout existed before any of the Thomas the Tank Engine stories.
No,
and
he wrote the Thomas the Tank Engine stories about his model trains.
It helped
for
inform
his son
the
who
fiction.
was sick.
Yeah. I think it's very similar to when fantasy authors like put maps in the front of their books, or like it helps realize a fictional world, even if you're not like consciously thinking that way. And beyond that, I appreciate the craftsmanship of the actual settings. Like a really nice. I took a video. They have a model train showcase at the library every year. Where I live, and there was a new group there, and they had a really, really nice triple-tier model railway setup, and the trains were cute, and they would run in and out of tunnels, and it was really charming and all that, but like the thing that was really impressive about it was that it was built into this model mountainside, so like the trains were running up like 3 different levels of this like beautiful little mountain railway scale model, and it was, you know, just the craftsmanship of the actual forest and stuff, and like they had a river running along the valley, like it was really, really impressive. So, you know, as a big fan of fake water, like anything that goes along with fake water, like fake trees and fake rocks, like I appreciate the actual craftsmanship that goes into creating a setting in which to run the trains, because I think that gets overlooked very frequently.
Yeah, I did mention that. I was like, first of all, we like when things are little. We like when things are a tiny version of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And that extends beyond model trains. It's like lots of other things, like doll houses. I mentioned too, like, relatedly, that like it's less a thing now because collecting toys as an adult is much more normalized than it used to be. But
Yes.
like, I think model trains were seen as like an acceptable toy for an adult to play with because of the technical specifications and everything. That you know, it makes it. It's
one of the
thing
toys
to play
that
with.
little boys were allowed to have for the longest amount of time. Like men, you know, rich men were allowed to have train rooms, you know. Like it wasn't considered normal, but it was considered like, okay, you know, it's acceptable. Like it's all right if this business mogul has a train room.
I think it was fine. It's not that it's like an eccentricity or anything. It's beyond a certain point, it's considered a hobby rather than a toy. But
Yeah.
I still think it's a toy. And I likened it to like when people set up Christmas villages, or even just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
collecting those Linux spice jars that look like little houses. That is also a toy, but it is a toy that is acceptable for a grown woman to be interested in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that element of it, and then also like it's that thing. And I was thinking of how the MSI used to collect these kind of things too, where it's like a handicraft just for the sake of having done it, rather than as a monetization or a hustle thing. It's just somebody making their whimsical little thing.
It's very, I think it comes back to like we use toys as narrative devices very, very often, even children.
Yes.
And I think any way that you are able to realize like a creative narrative should be encouraged and is a form of expression, a valid
I said
form
that
of
too.
expression.
I said
Even
that, like, a toy, like anything that is miniature, a toy is basically a totem for imagination. And like nowadays, as an adult, I will buy a toy and then not play with it because I don't actually need it to do the imagining.
yes, yes,
But it's just the
spoiler's still
whimsy of
dirty.
having something tiny, you know?
yeah, yeah. No, I think that to me the reason that I wouldn't do something like that is because again, I don't actually need the physical object in order to perform the imagination like
You
part
also
of
don't have
that.
the space.
Yeah, that's genuinely it, is that like I just don't have the space for it. I have one room in this house for myself, and it is very small, and it is 80% bed. So where am I gonna put it?
Like, I have room too, but I don't have any model trains. But I do have other things. I have
Yeah.
I have a very nice postmodern dollhouse. I have a bunch of like little Barbie dream houses because they made them little recently, and I was like, oh my god, I love that. Perfect.
Yeah,
And,
yeah. I think Labubu, like blind box, any kind of blind box, I think is fine. Like I like that people are buying toys. I like that people are allowing themselves to buy toys, especially like if they were not able to have them as children. Like we're not having kids, so whatever you want to use that disposable income on.
I think Lafufus are kind of charming in their way.
I like the idea of Lububus and Lafufus and things like that because I think I like that the original is sort of the singular vision of one artist who's been plugging away at this vision for as long as
Yes.
she's been, working as an artist. And that's kind of like the dream, right? Is like being able to take your individual art style and like make a living off of it. So in that way, I do appreciate them. They're not for me, but I like that they're popular. I like that. Get
I
that
like
bag.
that people are having fun, and I like watching like it feels a little I don't know, sellouty to say this, but like people kind of expressing themselves with what Lafufu or Labubu they pick.
Sure, yeah. It reminds me a lot of Build-A-Bear, not in the actual like building
Yeah.
of the bear, but being able to dress it and pick one that you like and pick one that fits your personality and stuff.
Why is the boiler still dirty? What the
I
fuck?
don't know. I've been spraying
know
it and
I've been
spraying it
here
and spraying
already,
it
what
and
the
spraying
hell?
it. I'm like, where is this dirt, supposedly?
No, it's a thing too. Like me and Ray, I think we're both in agreement that we do not like the like blind bag model of things.
Oh,
but we
100%,
do like
yeah.
blind bag toys.
The only reason
So
blind bags work is because the human brain is conditioned to love gambling.
No, but the little blind bag Thomases, they are little, which makes them charming and cute.
Yes.
But I don't like that you don't.
You don't know what you're getting.
I just
yeah.
like I don't know. I think having a surprise is fun in this but I don't like. I don't want to do that. I feel like that's scammy and scummy, and I don't want to be that person. But I think that there is an element of fun in that, and that's why it is so successful.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, I want to make I want to make our trains into little Thomas trains, but I don't want to blind bag them. I just want to have a bunch of them.
The smoke box is also still dirty. What is going on?
What?
Where is
going
this
on?
dirt? Gambling. Yes. Absolutely.
Oh, wait.
Blah, blah.
Found it.
Nice.
Alright, smoke box. Buddy, what's wrong with— No! Fuck!
Did you get stuck? Are you frozen?
No, it fucking kicked me out again, like the entire thing.
Yeah, it booted me out too, but it booted me out after you. Do you want me to
'cause
try?
I'm the host.
Oh, we should finish this and then I can try hosting. That might work better.
Maybe. I don't get why this is a problem though, because like, I'm hardwired in. I should be good.
Yeah, it's strange because like it's not Ellie's internet because before
Ellie's internet was worse than this, but like,
before my internet went out, I was like not struggling to connect. Like it wasn't kicking me out; it was only kicking you out. It's the dirt loading is much faster now because we've cleaned up most of it.
there shouldn't be any dirt to clean or load.
All right, what else? What else are we missing here? 94% on the piston rods.
Somebody has not cleaned this coal tinder to satisfaction.
Well, get on it. Crank
Am on
rod,
it.
wheel well rod, driving rod, coupling rod, piston rod. It's like there's so many rods on this train. Which one is the correct one? Guides, okay.
Whole car
This
panel.
thing. Maybe? Yeah, this thing. I swear I cleaned that coal car panel like 3 different times. I don't know why it's still dirty. Crank rod. That's this thing. Coupling rod. No, coupling rod. This is the crank rod, so it must be the other one. It is not that one. Okay.
I love this screeching bird in the desert
Yeah,
background.
yeah. Where is it?
In the distance.
PowerWash Simulator does
The
a really
arena
good
is
job of
empty.
like PowerWash Simulator does a really good job of having like backgrounds that are very low like demand on the actual game, but they do have
here we
some
go.
moving elements, and when you get to spot them, it's really fun. Coal car panels ×2, signal lamp.
It's these rivets.
Yeah, the rivets. Jesus.
We're sick, by the way.
I think you're still sicker than I. You've been sicker for longer than me, certainly.
This smoke box is still dirty? What the fuck
I've been
is going
spraying
on
this
over
thing from every angle known to God and man, and I have no idea where this dirt is. We've cleaned this train before. There we go.
here? Hooray!
I don't know which one of us got it. Hooray! Oh, the replay is gonna be really short. Because it kicked me out. Aren't steam locomotives extraordinary pieces of engineering? Would you like to know more
Hell
about how
yeah.
they work? Or would you like some salacious gossip on my brother? I got plenty of that. Reply yes please for gossip, or stay silent for locomotive facts. In order to work, a steam locomotive needs water and fuel, usually coal, but sometimes even wood or oil. The fuel is stored in the coal car at the back of this one. When it's time to go, the locomotive's boiler is filled with water. The boiler is found on the long cylinder part at the front. Then, as the drivers pump coal into the furnace, the water is heated to become steam, which powers the pistons and makes the train move forward. At the front, you'll find a cow catcher, though it's not designed to catch the cows as much as it is to encourage them to exist in a space other than occupied by the train itself. And to do so at their earliest convenience. Looks like you're nearly done, so unfortunately I haven't got time to go into why I think my brother keeps taking nocturnal visits to the national park. Maybe next time. What an extraordinary job you've done, thank you. I had no idea it would scrub up so beautifully, almost like it's emerged from a time capsule. Also, did you notice that sign? Apparently my great-grandfather did a runner from here in 1885, with goodness knows what, only to return for the opening in the Muckingham subway station in 1922. The plot thickens. So there you go. There's all the text messages we missed.
Whee!
Look at this beautiful train. Alright, would you like me to host the next one?
Yes.
Alright, I'll try it. What were we doing? The Spanish Villa?
Yeah.
Okay. Bonus jobs. Is that in...
Unless you want to do the aquarium.
Let's do
We
the
actually
villa
haven't done
first.
this. Let's do the villa.
Clean the Spanish Villa. Oh, I'm sorry you had a cold too. Yeah, it's getting tough out there.
We got some yucky at the museum.
Yeah, it was definitely at the museum too. Like, paw prints. Yeah, my throat's actually acting up a little bit right now because this is the longest I've spoken at length. Did you get the invite? Okay, yeah, perfect. Ooh,
We are
wait.
here.
It's nasty.
Read us the lore.
It says, messages. Overview. I can't tell you how clear my mind feels walking around my garden now. Oh, that's the last one.
That's when you're done.
I just love animals. If I were a bird, I'd be a damn fine wormer puller, but my nest would be awful, and some people can't process that. Anyway, I've been using my back garden as a feeding station for the town's cats for some considerable time. They don't look it, but cats are hopelessly helpless animals. If they didn't look so cute, nature would have killed them off years ago. But they've always been safe here, and, as you can see, incredibly well fed. So it was such a shock when all the cats suddenly took off on me. I'd given them nothing but love, affection, and cod. It was then that people started knocking on my door demanding their cats back. I suddenly felt such relief. It wasn't me after all. But if the cats weren't here, where were they? I needed to know who was feeding them, and, more importantly, what. I spent my nights prowling the streets, searching for clues, and my days concocting incredible chowders. But no luck. So I guess if they've all moved on, then maybe it's time for me to, too. Hey, once the garden is all cleaned up, I'll be able to have guests around again. Lots of them. I sure hope everyone likes chowder. And then we'll read the final message at the end of the clean.
Yeah, part of the I think part of the lore that we may have not arrived yet in the main story is that the town's cats have mysteriously disappeared.
Yes. That should be occurring fairly shortly, actually. Although the mayor's cat has disappeared for some time, so.
Ulysses.
Love Ulysses.
Yeah.
Big fat orange cat. As an owner of a big fat orange cat myself.
He doesn't seem that orange.
He's orange in spirit, if not physically. I had a properly orange cat, but that one passed away, sadly. And I miss him every day.
Oh, Ajax.
He was a little sweetie. Puck is great, but Ajax was like a lap cat, you know, and Puck is very much not, so I do miss having a cat that would actually sit in your lap.
Yeah, Miss Rogu won't sit in... Well, she will if I make her, but...
No, Ajax would do it, like, on purpose.
No, I got kicked out.
For real? I did not
Yeah.
get kicked out, so I will just invite you again. See, at least now when it disconnects, like, at least I get to stay in, so the stream gets to continue to see what's happening.
Guess. I don't know why it's behaving like when we first started playing it all together, it was fine.
Yeah, I don't
For the most
know.
part.
Have you done the thing where you, reset the DNS or whatever it was? I don't remember what you did, but you did something. And it was stable for a while.
I shouldn't have to because I'm not on any networks.
No, I know.
Like, I'm on networks, but, like, I'm not, like, the problem before was that it was the Wi-Fi, and I live in an apartment building, so, like, everybody was on the same channel of that Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
And that should not be a problem for this presently, because I'm not on a channel, I'm directly hooked into the modem.
Yeah, I don't know.
Exasperate.
What service do you have? Like, what provider?
Xfinity.
What's that? Oh, Xfinity. Yeah, Xfinity sucks.
Well, it's the only option here.
No, I know. But, like, it doesn't surprise me that you're having problems, I guess.
I mean, every service that I've ever had sucks, but...
Well,
like,
for sure,
you know.
but when I recall our worst internet being Xfinity, we've had several different providers, but Xfinity was far and away the worst. At least in this area. It's probably different where you, like, wherever you go. Like, maybe if you live in Kentucky, Xfinity is the better one, but out here, AT&T is the better one.
If you live in Kentucky, you got bigger
Yeah,
problems.
if you live in
than-
Kentucky, you have other problems.
Oh man, I read today that you probably heard this in Texas. They're gonna start putting the Bible in the school, which
Yes.
blatantly unconstitutional. But like, oh Texas, why
Like,
that's not my problem anymore.
I, at this point, I kind of hope that they try to secede. Like, I think it'd be funny.
I fucking let them see what happens.
I want to see what kind of currency they come up with. I want to see their speculative, if this is the tool that they're using for narrative building, I want to see it.
No, I'm sitting there like watching them like, you know what, fine, fuck it. Just go ahead and see what happens. I don't live there, I don't gotta worry about it anymore.
No, my dad asked me, like, how, like, oh, does DJ ever miss Texas? And I was like, I don't think so.
Only the grocery store.
Only the grocery store.
Literally the only thing I miss about home is H-E-B. Because we have Mariano's here, and it's owned
not
by
as good,
Kroger. It's
yeah.
just, it's not as good. Like, H-E-B, the thing about H-E-B is, like, their store brands are real fucking good. Like, I used to buy their store brand toilet paper. That's how good the store brand was.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hi.
Didn't
Are
expect
you,
to see
you're
you
not,
here.
You're not texting and driving, are you?
Maybe he's at the stoplight.
Because I like you to be here, but I don't want you to do that while you're driving.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah,
just,
we cleaned
yeah,
the
we,
train.
we
You
cleaned
weren't
a
here to
steam
see the-
engine, but you weren't here.
We cleaned a steam engine, and I asked Ray what they like about model trains.
And I said basically what DJ said without actually having read what DJ said in the group chat.
Well, yeah, because we got the clown-to-clown communication. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, the shit
I was
that
like, oh, I
is
think
the
it's
shit
really,
that you
I think
think.
it's great as a craft. Like, I think the technical skill is on display is really neat, and I think it's a great tool for narrative building. I think a lot of people who don't have like a writing inclination will use their model train sets the way that Audrey did, which is to flesh out like a fictional world. And the part of the fictional world that they're interested in is the train schedules, so. I am at a weird hotel, TM.
How weird.
It's a DoubleTree, but they have 4 small buildings and started the floor numbers on building 1. So does building 2, like, is building 1 like floors 1, 2, and 3, and then building 2 is floors 4, 5, and 6, but it's still like a first floor? I'm curious. I don't know what that means.
I want to know the hotel logistic.
One
I
time
used
we
to work
checked
in a
into a
hotel.
DoubleTree, and it was so awful. I think it was for a family reunion situation. I was very young, but I do remember that, like, we saw our room, and it was gross, and then my mom went to the front desk, and she was like, we're gonna stay at a different inn. I am on the 12th floor. Are you on... Yeah, which is the second floor of building 3. Okay, yeah, that's kind of what I thought you were implying with the words that you were saying, but that didn't make any sense, so I tried to clarify.
Ray trying to, like, articulate
Yeah.
this hotel that they have not seen, but are just imagining.
Yeah, well, I want to know. I think part of my skill as a writer is being able to bring to life the absurdity of real life, like the mundanities of existing in the real world. Putting into words an experience that no one else thought they shared with anyone. I can confirm that this hotel, it's this, like, non-Euclidean hotel. Is it nice, at least?
I'm trying to remember if the hotel I stayed at before I moved here, the one that had the termites, if that was a DoubleTree.
Yuck. We did have a hotel that had cockroaches once, but that was out in California, and we had gotten in super late. I think I've actually told this story on the stream, but I'll tell it again. We had gotten in super, super late, and I was exhausted, but I wanted to take a shower because we had been hiking all day. And so I went into the bathroom and I grabbed the towel had been rolled up on the back of the toilet seat, and but it had been rolled up in such a way that it was obviously supposed to be placed there. So I grabbed it and then flipped it open the way you do with a rolled up towel, and out flew a cockroach. And so obviously I screamed as loud as I could because I was 12 years old, and I ran into the other room and I was like, "There's a bug!" And we got upgraded immediately.
Yeah.
So if you ever need a hotel upgrade, I don't know, find a cockroach. Take one with you, even.
Ew.
Ew.
When I was moving to Chicago, I stayed in a hotel for about a week and a half prior to that because I had sorted all my shit with my apartment out and I had to be out of it. And, the building, at least on the side that I was initially, had termites, but I did not realize that that's what they were originally. What happened was I was in my room and I'm watching TV all day. I got the lights on all day because I'm just in my hotel room chilling. And because they have like the old style light bulbs, it's getting kind of warm in there, but I don't mind because I'm used to being warm. But then all the bugs start coming out of the wall. But I don't realize that's what's happening. I don't realize they're coming out of the woodwork, literally, because they're termites. I thought they were ants at first. And I had a moment of lunacy where, like, they had these little waste paper baskets in the room. And if you look at the bottom of the basket, there's, like, they're meant to be, like, rustic or something. And they have this, like, little splashy water pattern on them, I guess, but it made it look like there was bugs at the bottom of the waste paper basket. And I took the basket to the front desk and said that there were bugs in my room, but because the waste paper basket was like milled like that, it made me look insane. And like I thought there were bugs from like my food, from my like being in the hotel room all week or whatever. No, eventually I figured it out. And I realized, and this was after I realized I'd already, like, blew my thing and made myself look insane to these people, so I had to, like, be able to prove it.
Uh-huh.
So, when the termites started coming out of the woodwork again, I got my hairspray out and started spraying them onto the walls so that they would be stuck, so that, like, when I complained again and asked
that
for a
is
new
insane,
room,
yes. But, whatever fucking works.
Well, I had to, because I already looked like I was hallucinating the bugs. I had to make sure that they could see what the fuck I was talking about. But it worked. They moved me to another room, which is really wanted. Like, I didn't even ask them to, like, comp me or anything. I was just like, can I just move to another room, like, anywhere? And
Were they
put me on
bugs
the
on
other
the
side of the
wall,
building.
DJ? Were they on the wall like this?
Yes. Except they looked like ants, because termites kind of look like ants, but they have wings. So, like, the wingy kind all the time.
Joseph, see, I don't need this kind of talk. In my nice, expensive hotel room.
It was really funny. You know what else happened in that hotel room was, I had these tights that I was wearing. And they had gotten wet, so I just threw them in the bathtub. And the dye in the tights, I guess, came off and stained the bathtub, so I had to, like... I had to get the bleach out of my trunk, the bleach that I was planning to throw away, because I couldn't, like, bring it to Chicago. I had to bring that in there and use that to clean the bathtub up before I complained and moved rooms,
because you didn't want them being like, well, you messed up the bathtub, so...
You messed up the bathtub.
I remember hearing about the termites. I don't remember the hairspray part of this story.
Oh, well, that was, like, the best part. Like, I'm pretty sure I told her the hairspray part.
I remember the termites.
Yeah, I got my my Tiggy hard head out and sprayed those things to, like, Hardhead, that shit ain't going nowhere.
No,
those bugs were stuck.
those bugs were definitely gonna die there.
They were part of the fixtures now.
Fucking landlording the bugs onto the...
Well, I had to. They thought I was insane, and frankly, they were justified in thinking that.
You're like, I wasn't insane, but I understand how they could have come to that
I
conclusion.
can see how they arrived at that conclusion, yes.
I am checking my bathroom with trepidation now. Sorry, Joe.
I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure
I've
it's
stayed
you
at many
can, yeah,
other
yeah.
hotels. and
Hotels,
it's
yeah,
been
yeah.
fine.
I don't like hotels. I don't like staying in them. My poor father was having his apartment like upgraded, and they moved him into a hotel, and they said it was going to be 2 months, and he was in there for 4.
Oh.
He's finally back in his apartment now, and it looks so nice. He's like, I'm afraid to touch anything. It's so clean.
I don't mind hotels. I like coming up here and visiting you.
Aw.
But I had to stay in a hotel to do that. But that's fine, you know. You remember when I came to close or was it closing or no? It was just checking apartments out. No wait, yeah, I did close that day. I don't know. I came here to look at condos, and we both got sick.
Yep.
Because
it was
we
at the
airport
in
San Antonio had to sit right next to me while he's sniffling and snuffling, and then by the time I got here, me and Ray were both sick, and I had to like buy a house while sick. It was really cool.
Yep. And we couldn't really cancel, so because it was like this was the weekend to look at apartments, so
Yeah. Well, it was fine because like the day that we were looking at all the places, we weren't sick yet. It was really
no,
after,
the day
like,
the
had
day we
already looked
actually
everywhere
had
and-
reserved for going to all the different apartments and condos was it wasn't that bad, but we had a couple of extra days so that you could like make your decision and like, you know, go places if you wanted to. And we ended up just staying in the hotel and watching Mad Men because we were both like,
No, that's not true. Because what happened was we did the day of looking at all the apartments, like 10 of them, and we went back to the hotel room. And by the time we had gotten like Portillo's and we were like getting him like laying down and relaxing and watching TV and shit, and that I had gotten like kind of a sore throat throughout the day, but I was like, oh, whatever. By that time, we were both getting like kind of fevery and whatever. So like, it's like we're sick,
yep.
but we weren't so sick that we had planned to go to the Art Institute the next day.
We did go to
And-
the Art Institute, and we did not have the best time because we were both sick.
Yeah.
So I think the second day was the one, or we came home and we ended up just like drinking tea. Like we drank so much fucking chai. That's
Yeah.
all I remember. We watched Mad Men and drank chai.
We drank chai, we had Portillo's, and I remember too, it was, we were sick, and then like, Dennis the realtor.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, so do you want to put an offer in on any of the places that you saw today? And like, when you're buying a house, you kind of have to like move, because everybody else is also moving. And I'm also like sick, but luckily, like, I was pretty sure which unit I wanted. Because I had already pretty much decided on this one. It's just I needed, you know, everything to align my way, which it did. But I was like, yeah, this one. And I'm like, am I making like a reckless decision because I'm sick? And no, that
Was
not
the
true.
correct unit to buy.
It was correct. I have exactly the unit I'm supposed to.
My favorite part was when Dennis was like, hey, you know, I just need to see your bank account real quick to confirm that you actually do have this money. And then you were like, here it is. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah. Proceed. Go on.
I thought that part was funny because like it did have the money, but all my transactions were like Steam, Poshmark.
I did not realize that this railing was dirty. And it is. Very much so.
It was romantic, but we weren't romantic at that point. Although
everybody asking, like, are you guys dating, or... And we
Well,
had to be like,
see,
no.
The thing that was funny was we weren't dating at that point, but like I brought Ray to look at houses, so like
Yeah.
it
Dennis,
certainly looked
the
that way.
realtor turns to me because he's like asking, and DJ's really like cagey about giving her opinion on things, I think.
Well, I mean, I think that's important when you're buying something.
No, I
that
agree, but like,
expensive
so
too.
DJ was naturally being cagey whenever Dennis would ask, like, you know, what did you think of this one? What did you think of that one? So eventually he stopped asking DJ and he started asking me. He was like, well, what did you think of this unit? And I was like, well, I don't know.
Remember when we took him to the Triangle apartment?
Yeah, that one was great. Which, that one was kind of mean to put on the list just because we knew for a fact you weren't going to buy it, but you did just want to see it.
I mean, a lot of the, like, some of the ones that I put on the list I had no intention of buying, I just wanted to see them because the photos, and this is a thing that you realize, like, looking at houses, is that the photos look more insane than some of the spaces actually are. Like, you get into the space and you're like, oh, that's actually not as crazy as I thought it was based on the images. Like, I thought the closet in my place was, like, really weird and narrow, and that's not actually how it is in real life, so...
No. It's very reasonable.
But, yeah. This particular unit, it was, like... The floor plan was, like, a big triangular room with, like, this weird little square jutting off for this very small, cramped kitchen. And then, like, it had another, like, very small square that... It's, like, a closet-sized square. And it's supposed to be a bedroom, but I don't think a bed would fit in there unless it was like
Unless it was, unless it was like a children's bedroom for a very small child.
Yeah. And then there was also like a weird kind of hall closet with a hall that goes to nowhere. It like the only thing in it is this like
It was, I think
not a
what had
walk-
happened at some point was that the room had been, it had once been a larger unit, but it had been divided in such a way that like they wanted to have more rooms, and so they divided this unit, and what was left over became its own unit, and it was very strange looking.
maybe. Like my favorite part was when we were done. Well, actually, before we get to that part. When we're in the unit, the floor feels very unlevel, which is a very strange thing for a floor to feel like on a floor high enough to pop your ears.
Yes, we were on floor like 20 or something. It was a very tall building. So
And
like
the floor, it
we're
felt
already
like the foundation
disoriented.
was not level that high up. So, and Dennis is like, do you feel that? And I was like, yes, I do. And I find it alarming. And he's like, yeah, I do too. Because that's part of what you have a realtor there for, is to tell you shit like that. But like, I know Dennis. Yeah, I know.
Like, sidebar about Dennis, incredible character, actually helped my parents buy their first house back in the 80s. So,
No, I
yeah.
trusted Dennis quite a lot.
No,
But,
he
like,
was very
you know, I didn't need
experienced,
him to
like-
tell me about that.
Love Dennis.
He's like, yeah, he's like, that kind of thing, you want to be, like, mindful of that kind of thing, because it's not, like, something you can fix.
No,
'Cause it's
you
not your
can't fix the
building to
floor.
fix.
Do you feel that? Yes, and I find it alarming.
Yeah. Anyway, my favorite part is when we get out back into the hall, they have a sign for, like, how to escape in the event of a fire. And it has the floor plans. Like, in my building, it has just the floor plan of the hallway. It doesn't have the unit floor plans. This one had the unit floor plans. So you could actually see, like, what it was on this map. And he's just looking at it like, man.
It looks like a Dorito. Like it's just straight up a Dorito shape. It's a very narrow triangle. Strangest apartment unit I've ever been in.
Like, in retrospect, I was like, I feel like they should have put the floor plan on the listing so that you can conceptualize what the space is, but I also at the same time realize why they may not have done that.
Yes.
But it doesn't help, it just makes the place look insane.
Yeah, well, it was insane, to be fair.
And then there was the other place where, so like with these buildings, these apartment buildings, you have to be in the HOA. There's just no two ways about it, because it's communal space, you know, you have to pay for everything together. And that's fine, because like when the building is owned by the people who actually live there, the HOA generally is not insane.
It's different from being in an HOA, like in a suburb, because
Yeah.
you all live in that building, so you all like have a say in what's going on. Like,
You have a say, you have a vested interest in things being maintained. Generally, if your HOA is good, they are not like putting off having they call it assessments, is when like shit comes up and we all have to pay a little extra than we normally would, that kind of thing. Some HOAs will put that off, and then you end up having to pay like a whole fuck ton of money all at once, and it's real upsetting. A good HOA will kind of like make you pay that shit immediately so that it's not a problem all at once with several things. Anyway, I like my HOA. It's fine. The same guy's been running it for like 25 years. There was another unit that I saw in a building where they had $100,000 in their reserve, which $100,000 for the reserve of an HOA is not a lot.
It's
alarming.
a very small amount of money. It's like, what happened to all your money? Kind of.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, like, because basically what that implies is that they had a lot of assessments all at once, and now they have no money in the event of something else happening. So it's like, what the fuck is going on with these people? Like, no, I don't trust these people with my money.
Meanwhile, I was
yeah.
learning about all this on the fly, so the Dennis asked outright, he was like, you know, how much money do you guys have in your reserve? And the guy says $100,000, and both DJ and Dennis, like, look at each other, and I'm like, is that bad?
Is $100,000 a lot? It depends. For an HOA reserve, no.
No.
It's alarmingly not a lot.
$100,000 is a lot if it's in your bank account, but not if it's in the building's bank account. Because if the
Yikes.
roof collapses, like, you're gonna need some money.
Because yeah, like it's a big building. All these buildings are like also really old. Like mine is almost 100 years old, I think, next year. If I've heard different dates on it, but it should be 100 years old next year, I think. Very cool, but you know, these buildings, they have maintenance and things that need to be kept tabs on, and that costs money. But it's fine. I love my building. I don't love this game though. It keeps kicking me out.
No, I saw, like, the errant, like, flecks of water behind me as you flicked your mouse for the final time, and then you vanished.
For the fifth and final time.
Just remember
No,
what happened
that's
to those people in
exactly what
Surfside.
happened. Is the people in Surfside they put off their maintenance for the water sealing and everything, and their shit, and their building fucking collapsed on them. It was terrible.
So you're telling me that was an HOA? Like the HOA had a kill count, like.
My understanding is that they did know that they needed, because like in Florida, you know, it's very wet there and it's very humid, so like everything needs to be kind of checked on to make sure there's no water damage or like erosion. Mm-hmm. And they needed to do that with the Surfside building, but they put it off because obviously it's expensive.
And nobody wanted to pay it, yeah.
Well, like, I don't know if it's a thing of, like, because, like, an HOA is, like, you can go and you can attend the meetings and voice your opinions on what things need to be paid immediately, but, like, you also have, like, elected governance in there who ostensibly can make that decision without your input. Mm-hmm. And generally, if you have responsible people, that's fine, but, like, it's, their pool was leaking into their parking lot, and the parking lot is underneath the building, so like once that started falling away, the entire building collapsed under it.
Awful.
But they did know they needed to do that maintenance, and they put it off.
Oof. NIST just got done with that investigation. Are you guys planning on covering it on Somehow You Didn't Die on Your Way to Work? I know that's not public transit.
Buildings
but...
don't transit.
No, but if you covered a building collapse, I would be interested. I'd listen.
I think something has to crash into it for it to count.
I guess. What's the next
But,
episode going to be about, anyway?
Yeah, when's my circus episode gonna be? How about that?
I do think you should have DJ on for the circus episode. DJ the circus enthusiast. Zach would murder
Circus
me, and also
episode
it's
that they have not
hiring
even
it,
like said they were gonna do.
Yeah. You should do the circus episode. You should have DJ on. I think it would be fun.
I know a lot about the circus.
I think an elevator disaster.
An
is
elevator disaster.
That's good.
All
yeah.
right. 'Cause, yeah, that's
You're transiting.
you're transiting somewhere. Oh, hi, Internet Crybaby. I didn't even notice. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay.
We
You
got
were
to talking
very
about-
into your HOA discussion.
My HOA story.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Well, yeah, if you see, go ahead and interrupt, because I want people to know we appreciate them showing up.
Yeah, we do. I doubt he's still here, but
Oh.
it was a while ago.
He's like the HOA. I don't
Fuck
need to hear
that.
about that.
Yeah. I feel like I've been in this little alcove for 10 years, and I've only gotten like 10% more progress.
Do you want to clean
building.
something else while I clean the alcove?
I think I do. Yeah, I think I want to clean this door.
All right, shit, fuck.
Don't ask if you don't want an answer.
Well, no, you pushed me. Like,
Oh, I didn't mean to push you.
you were just like walking. Oh, you were walking like I was walking when I kicked my cat yesterday.
No. Don't want to kick DJ.
Oh, my poor cat, Miss Rogu, woke me up at 4 in the afternoon for her kitty food. And I was like, okay, and I got up and I was walking with her. And Rogue normally, like, you know how cats do that shit where they walk in front of you and then they stop and you kick them? Rogue normally doesn't do that. She's a very good, mindful cat. Like, you know, we got a very professional relationship. But for some reason, she did that yesterday, and I kicked her, and I felt really like it made a thump noise and everything. Oh, felt terrible, and I was like apologizing to her because, again, like we have a pretty human relationship. I was like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "What?" She looked real like she did that shit that cats do when you kick them and they're like they run away real quick, but then if you apologize, they come back.
Yeah,
They're like, "Oh, you didn't mean to do that on purpose." I really love when animals understand the concept of an apology. It really makes me happy.
Yeah, I reblogged that video of the two cats having a miscommunication and then rolling around to show that they are not a threat to the other cat.
Yeah. Like, no, I don't want to fight. I'm coming over here.
Okay, I don't want to fight either. Awesome. Cats get it. They're nonverbal communicators. If you want a Circus Train episode, you gotta lobby Zach directly, is what Joe says. Multiple people are messaging me/us asking to do an episode. Oh, you guys are in demand all of a sudden. Do you have people who want to be on the episode, or are they just asking for a specific, like, thing for you guys to cover? Because the super secret podcast server is becoming not so secret. There's a lot of people in there.
Because, yeah, I'll be on the circus episode if you do one. I don't have to be if you don't necessarily need that, but, like, I will.
I think it would be fun if we were both on an episode. Even though I've been on 2, but don't tell anyone.
Ray's been on 2, and they're not even about our trains or nothing.
Which, by the way, if you need if you like podcasts and you like transit disasters, check out Somehow You Didn't Die on Your Way to Work.
Yeah.
I'm in the episode about the
most recent one.
yeah, I'm the most recent one.
Yeah,
I
I
think-
think
oh.
so.
Have they not released
Still?
an episode since then?
I don't think so.
Wow. I did the art for that one too, and I'm
Yeah,
also
the
in the
plane-
episode about Thomas the Tank Engine. So
Wait, so you're actually in 3 episodes?
that
Because
doesn't,
you were in the Hinton thing, too.
that doesn't sound right, but
It is right.
damn, you guys really like me. Yeah, I was on the Green Hornet one. Damn, I have been on that show 3 times. I totally forgot about the Green Hornet one. Right, you've been in 3. Yeah. I realize that now. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. That's gonna be my excuse.
Yeah, we're sick.
I'm sick. No, I have a sore throat. That's it. I don't have an excuse, truly.
You didn't have any, like, sneezy nasal problems like I have?
No, not yet. It could happen. The sore throat generally for me means that I will start getting sinus bullshit like maybe in a day or two if I get it at all. Because it's generally that like a sore throat means that like your sinuses are draining down the back of your throat.
Yeah. Man, I've been sneezing a lot lately.
Yeah,
I'm like,
and
man,
real
I
loud,
should start
too.
making clips again. Jesus. Make money off my sneezes. What?
Sorry, I was reading the message that Joe was like, "You've been in 3 episodes," and I was like, I just couldn't believe that I had forgotten already that I've been in 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Ray, you can be on as many episodes as you want. Oh, nice. I can just start commandeering episodes. Awesome. It's gonna be my show now.
I think the internet loves when there's a girl on.
I have noticed that the 3 episodes which I have been in are all in the top, like, they're definitely in the top 10, and I think they may all be in the top 5.
Ah!
I hope everyone's really enjoying me cleaning these windows.
You can clean more interesting things if you want. Like, I'm here to clean broad spaces
I
that
know,
are fun to look at.
I think we've cleaned most of it. Well, there's this shitty roof that I don't want to clean, but it is interesting.
Shingles!
I like the sound that it makes when it's running on the shingles.
It's your shingle shot.
Yeah, you get your shingle shit today. I fell. 2 of the 3 you did are in the top 5. Alright, alright. Not bad. One of them had Justin Rosniak on it, though, so that's, you know, who can
helps
say
a lot.
who can say for sure why that episode is the most popular? The Green Hornet one, when it was released, was one of the most popular ones, but it has since been eclipsed by the episode with the famous podcaster on it. And the one after the famous podcaster promoted... Yeah, yeah. And the one after the famous podcaster promoted the episode that he was on. So who can say for sure? Really, it's a mystery.
No! Damn it.
Again? Damn.
Every damn day. I somewhat regret suggesting this game. It's not presenting its best self to the player or the viewer, I think.
It's not disconnecting me.
Yeah, that's... yeah.
I think you're just frustrated at your internet.
Yes.
Put in a complaint. See if, you know, if they're getting a bunch of complaints, maybe they'll switch providers.
Like, why is my shit dropping out when I'm
When
hardwired in?
hardwired in, yeah.
Excuse me, I need you to allocate us more internet.
You're probably not the only person having issues, I would guess.
Boing! Look at this villa, so pretty.
Yeah, I enjoyed how easily the fountain was cleaned and how pretty it looked when it was done.
I really like this kind of style of house.
Mm-hmm.
We used to have a lot of stuff like this in Florida. The stucco,
Yeah.
Spanish. What was it that we were talking about the other day? And I was like, Florida was
Yeah. I was talking about the, like, ranchers and shit that, I was like, oh, the people who settled Florida. And you were like, the people who settled Florida were the Spanish. And I was like, that wasn't who I was talking about. Stop being obtuse on purpose. But I couldn't remember the name of the guys, and I didn't bother looking it up later, so I still don't remember. But,
No,
like, you know,
I grew up
the
in Florida,
farmers.
so
and
we had to learn
yeah.
about like Floridian history, and the Spanish came here. And
No, I was talking about the people, like the Andrew Jackson types that came down and, you know, did a bunch of crimes against the Native Americans. And although the Spanish did do that too, but I'm specifically talking about, like, after the land had been acquired.
we didn't go into that.
Yeah. Yeah, because the people who settled Florida did a bunch of crimes. Did a bunch of war crimes.
Yeah. Florida. Florida's awful too. God.
Just a heinous state.
Florida sucks, and Texas, oh, fucking God, are you kidding me?
No,
game sucks.
no way, brother. No way. That's crazy. How did you get kicked out again?
Because this,
Hang on, everybody. You have to help me because I can't do this by myself.
I know, I'm coming.
I just don't want you to give up. I was worried that you were gonna be like, fuck this.
I won't give up, but I am. How difficult would it be to play something else?
It wouldn't be that difficult. The volume might be a little fucked up, but everyone could. If you have a suggestion, I'm willing to take it.
Oh, are you kidding me? I'm really miffed that it will not let me in. Like, I suggested this because I think it's a good game. When it lets you play it.
I'm sorry.
But it doesn't help if I can't get in the damn game. Because, like, the thing, too, is that because I'm the one who thinks this game is so great and I want to speak its virtues, it's hard to do that when I'm not the one streaming.
I could
Or
boot up.
even getting to play at all.
Yeah. I could boot up We Happy Few. I think I have it installed. Could.
You can watch Ray play. Oh, you could do Night Watch.
Yeah,
People
I could
would
do
like
Night
that.
Watch.
People being meeky.
Yeah, let's see. Let's get the Spanish Villa done.
Yeah. We're almost there.
Yeah, we're close. I don't know if I can play Night Watch for 2 hours, but I might be able to play it for an hour. I do not think I will be a very good conversationalist while I'm playing it, though. Like, fair warning.
Well, let me think. Let me
Yeah.
think about
Put your mind to it.
We got 82% of this house to clean before we have to make that choice, so.
And also, I haven't practiced. My goal was to get a little bit more practice for Night Watch in before attempting it. It's definitely something I want to do, because it's the one game mode we haven't shown off yet.
Yeah.
Do you need me to call in? Joe's like, I'm ready to be here. You're traveling, don't worry about it.
Ready to tag in.
Yeah. I have never actually completed a sand. Oh, you know what? You know what I do have? I do have Fire Emblem Echoes installed.
I don't want to do something like super narrative that we're gonna have to.
That one's fun because you just let the cutscenes run.
That's like when Jason's like, watch me play Disgaea, and I'm like,
Okay, to be fair, Fire Emblem Echoes is probably better than whatever the fuck that is.
Disgaea it sounds exactly like Fire Emblem, actually, in the sense that, like, it's...
Okay, but I've never heard of it, and people have heard of Fire Emblem.
People have heard of Disgaea as well. It's kind of a cult classic. It has good cutscenes, it's just you gotta sit through fucking turn-based bullshit to get to them. It's like, man, I'd rather just watch a YouTube video if we're gonna do all that.
I do think that strategy RPGs are... Unless you're doing, like, a challenge run or something where the point is, like... You know, if a character dies, you keep them dead, you don't reset.
Yeah.
And you're playing on like the hard. Like I wouldn't watch the only reason I would watch a Fire Emblem stream is if it was like a insane mode Iron Man or if it was a speed run. Which I am doing in Iron Man, but I'm not doing in insane mode. That's one of those games where it's like the the amount that I am impressed is based on like the level of skill that's on display, not necessarily like where it takes like 20 minutes to determine what the turn is going to look like. Not necessarily like if I wanted to just watch the game, I would boot it up myself and play it.
God, that sounds like... So we used to play Civilization, Civ 6, and we played it for me and the fellows, we played it for maybe 1 or 2 times before I had to be like, alright, I can't fucking do this with you guys anymore, because, like, the more players that you have, the longer it takes for the game to, like, process all the moves.
Yes, and everyone's also sitting there like, are you done yet? And it's like, no, I still have to determine how I'm going to allocate my resources or whatever.
Well, because that's the thing, is, like, a lot of my moves, I'm just, like my farmers and shit, like, I don't give a fuck about that, just let them auto-run. Logan, particularly, some people want to micromanage, like, every fucking move, and it's like, oh my god. That was when I got a second monitor, was because, like...
Because everyone was playing Civ 6, and...
Everybody's playing Civ 6, and I'm just like, alright, my shit's done. I need to be able to, like, check Tumblr or some shit while everybody else is fucking micromanaging their empires.
There are a lot of like turn-based strategy games that I enjoy playing, but I would not actually want to play for Lower Lyceum because I do not think they would be interesting to watch.
No, that's always a thing that we kind of like weigh a game against too.
Like I really like the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, and I think they're really fun to play. But the cutscenes are really long. And the cutscenes are also for children, so they are, like, not... The writing isn't amazing, obviously, and the actual gameplay is just... It's a roguelike. It's a dungeon roguelike, you know? What you encounter is random, and you just, you know... Like, the way that I play, I played so that I am equipped to handle every, like, bad scenario, which means that, like, nothing is going to surprise me. Like, watching a bad player play a dungeon roguelike is kind of fun, because they don't know what they're doing. But if you're watching someone who's actually good at the game, it's like there are no surprises. There's nothing that's going to, like, cause them to fuck up. Like... Yeah, there's a lot of games I like that you shouldn't really play on here. See, Miki understands. Miki gets it. I am curious about Barkley Gaiden, though, because my understanding is that's also supposed to be an RPG.
It is, and I was also going to basically let you tell me how to play it, because I know that watching me play it the way that I would play it is probably going to be very frustrating for
Well,
you.
I think that's kind of fun, too, because I was also thinking, like, if we ever were to play Pokemon, I would have you just tell me what to do in it, because, like, I think that your playing process would be very, upsetting.
Different.
to people who know anything about Pokemon.
Well, because the thing is, I, especially in Pokemon, I do not care about stat changing moves. The only stat that I care about changing is HP into 0, so, like...
That's really funny, because, like, most RPGs, like, the actual best way to play is stat buffing and debuffing. Like, you don't actually want to be doing the most damage per turn, because that's, like, a beginner's trap that makes the game harder later.
Me. Look, I beat Pokemon,
Okay, yeah, but because it's for children. If you didn't beat it, I'd be concerned. Pokemon is not a difficult video game. But if you were, like, to play one of the new ones... See, the one Pokemon game that actually had a hard mode, they never brought it back. Like, you would beat the game, and then, like, when you restarted the game, you had the option to start it on hard mode. And it was cool, and it made the game genuinely, like, difficult, and they never brought it back. They were
what
like,
game was that?
That was Pokemon Black and White... was it the regular one or 2? I can't remember. The problem was, I think it must have been Black and White 2, because Black and White 2 did not sell very well, because it was technically a sequel, like a proper actual sequel to the games that came before it, and Pokemon doesn't generally do sequels, they usually do DLCs, so everyone was like, Black and White 2, what the hell is that? I've already bought Black and White, why would I buy it again? And so nobody bought it, and so they were like, well, the problem must have been that there was a hard mode at the end. And we won't make that mistake.
No, I actually did try to play the one that's like fake Hawaii. But,
yeah. I did not care for that one.
Stop doing it.
Yeah, that game is probably I like the designs of the Pokemon, but as far as the actual gameplay goes, I think those games are probably my least favorite. So it's very funny that was the one that you tried to pick up again. Sword and Shield was actually pretty bad, too.
I played the first Pokemon and then never no further Pokemons until that one, and then I was like, I'm too old for this, actually.
As much as I really do like Pokemon, I have not played any of the new games, and there's nothing to, like, actually say about it narratively, unless you really want to dig into, like, the problem with Pokemon is that it's more interesting as a franchise, and you can really only talk about it as a franchise, which require you to play all of the games in it as it is a franchise, and I don't want to do that, so.
What's your favorite Pokemon?
Pokemon Gold and Silver, and Crystal.
I meant, like, which
monster? What's my favorite monster? What's my favorite animal? Sorry, we were talking about the games, so I thought you were asking me about the games.
No.
My favorite Pokemon is Dusknoir. It is a big fat ghost with a mouth on its belly.
Oh, the ghost trash bag.
No, yeah, kind of the ghost trash. Yeah, he's a ghost trash bag. I'd give you that. Yeah, I love that guy. And the reason that he's my favorite is because he's the main antagonist of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game that I really like that we can't play.
Oh.
He's fun. He's actually a twist villain. So spoilers for Pokemon Time, Darkness, and Sky, I guess. But the gimmick with the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games is that there is always a twist villain. It was like Pixar before Pixar started doing that. That one, he's a scary ghost Pokemon, right? So the characters see him, they're like, oh, he must be a bad guy. And then he starts, like, treating you really well, and he's like, actually a really cool adventurer-like character that the main characters look up to. They're like, wow, actually, Dusknoir is really cool and really knowledgeable, and he, like, helps you out of a couple scrapes. And then later, you get to, like, you know, he's like, I'm from the future, I'm a time traveler, and I've come back in time to save the world. And you're like, oh, not only is he, like, a cool hero, he's, like, a superhero.
This guy's gonna fuck you.
Yeah. And then it gets to the part where you think you've saved the world, and Dusknoir's like, okay, now I must return to my own time. And he's standing in front of the time portal that's gonna take him back to his own time. And he goes, and 1 second, and he turns around, and it looks like he's gonna, like, give you and your partner, like, a hug. And then he grabs you and drags you into the portal. Behind him. and all of your friends are like, what the fuck? And then you get kidnapped and you get thrown into jail. Because actually, the problem was that you are also a time traveler because you've lost your memory. And he is taking you back to his horrible, shitty time that he came from, which you ruined, according to him. Because you traveled through time. It's a great story. It's really, really fun. I love the Mystery Dungeon games.
So the Pokemon can talk in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon?
Yeah. In Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the conceit is that actually you are a human, but you have been through some sort of magic turned into a Pokemon, and you don't know why because you've lost your memory. Oh, there's a little sailboat over there. That's so cute.
Just rowboat off in that way.
Yeah. There's a little dock. That's darling. Anyway, so the point of the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games is that you are a human and you've been sucked into the world of Pokemon and turned into a Pokemon yourself. And so now you can talk and speak to and understand Pokemon, but there are no humans in this world that you've entered. So your goal is to try and find out how to turn back into a human, which by the end of the game you obviously don't want to do because you've lost all your memories and now you've built new ones with all of your Pokemon friends. So all of the Mystery Dungeon games end with you being, like, turned into a human against your will, basically, and then the post-credit sequence and post-game is you returning as a Pokemon because you love your friends so much.
Oh.
Yeah, they're great. They're good games for children. Like, I would say probably, they're not very narratively satisfying if you're an adult human with adult human, like, expectations for a video game. But you know, when you're in middle school and you're 11 years old and you don't like, you're not even sure if your family likes you. It's very emotionally impactful.
Oh.
You're like, maybe my life would be better if I was turned into a Pokemon. Like, I don't think anyone would miss me. Yeah, Attorney Pikachu, time cop. No, the Mystery Dungeon games are really fun, but I don't think you can play them as an adult. And like, it's one of those that where you need to have played them like at a specific time in your life, and I think that time in your life is when you're 11 or 12 years old, and you feel like an outsider and an outcast everywhere you go. Because the fantasy is that you've been isekai'd as a Pokemon into a world that you understand.
And now you're an animal, so you don't even have to like.
Yeah, you all of the
You
human
gotta deal with like
expecta- yeah,
human
yeah.
bullshit. You could just be an animal.
No, and the other fun part for me as a kid was sort of imagining the world of Pokemon that does not have people in it, because they build towns, you know, they build structures, they have like a society and shit with like, you know, money and shops and like, how does that work? How does that develop? What happened to all the people? Like, it invites a lot of questions and answers none of them, so I think it's very cool as like a world building idea. Yeah, it is technically an isekai. What if I didn't feel like that? I feel like this game is not for me. Well, that would explain why you haven't played it. And there's a reason we're not going to play it on the channel either. I'm cleaning this floor, and there's supposedly a spot on this floor that I have not cleaned, and I cannot fucking find it. I'm insane. I'm going insane.
I just got kicked out again. God damn it.
Okay. I'm normal. I'm cool. I'm like chitty-chatting about Pokemon and not actually cleaning anything. Oh, the society thing is like Cars 2006. It's very similar to Cars. I think Pokemon
Oh my
Mystery
God, I
Dungeon.
love Cars. Bullshit.
I think Pokemon Mystery Dungeon is not quite so similar to Cars in that like it doesn't. I can see the eventual lore questions being answered if they ever made another Pokemon Mystery Dungeon game, which they probably will not do. I think the days of Pokemon side games are probably over. But I guess I better invite you back to the game, huh?
Nah, I don't need you to. I just like, I can add myself back to it.
Oh, okay, good.
Shit remains open.
I'm gonna clean something else. Balcony chairs.
I'll
okay.
figure out the.
I get recommended a ton of games from my friend, and I feel like a jerk not playing them. I had to stop adding things to my Steam wishlist because my friends would buy me games from them, and then I would not get around to playing them, and I started feeling really bad about it, so I just stopped adding games to my Steam wishlist.
Oh.
I was like, don't buy me anything anymore, like... I don't play them, so... Casa Lower Walls. Casa. Oh, okay, this thing. Anyway, I really enjoy Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. I have a hard time recommending it. Every person I've ever seen who played the Mystery Dungeon games as an adult on the recommendation of, like, their chat or YouTube audience, who played it, like, as a person in their 30s was like, why do you guys like this game? So I think it is not, it's not, like, good. I'm fairly certain it is not good, but it was good for me.
Are you fucking?
Alright, it's fine. I can clean this up. If you want to, do you want to, like, try setting up something to stream? Like, a survival mode or something for We Happy Few? And then we can switch over?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
You know what? Because I'm hardwired in, maybe I could even bump the resolution back up.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it's my internet necessarily. I think it's this fucking game. Because I don't seem to have this problem with other games.
Well, yeah, you're not getting kicked out of the Discord call. You're having problems with PowerWash Simulator specifically.
Let me see. Did Ellie put the stream key in the thing?
Yes, you can actually go on the back end and find it too. If you go into the YouTube, like, as Low Art Lyceum, like, on that account. Casa Roof Planter. Okay. That's the upper casa wall.
Oh, good. It looks like the last thing I did was We Happy. So,
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right.
I Where's the roof planter? I'm gonna ignore that one for now. Central staircase wall. Okay. I see the exact problem with this one. Yeah. You let me know once you get it set up and we can switch over whenever you want.
Well, go ahead and finish. You're like 99%.
I know,
so,
but there's like there's like a courtyard floor spot that I cannot fucking find, and I'm worried that if I spend too much time on it, we won't have time for like an actual survival run. Cause like I'm hitting Q like a madman, and I do not know where this courtyard floor spot is.
Where the fuck did I put?
There we go. Lower staircase wall. Okay, this thing. I committed the worst crime using Twitter. I went on Blue Sky today, so that's not
Banning
quite as
you
bad.
right
but-
now.
What's that? Oh.
Banning you right now.
Yeah, you better do that. Slower staircase. Maybe it's down here. There we go. See how finicky this game is? You see, it's not my fault.
See, that's part of why, like, because I really want to play Crime Scene Cleaner, but I need you to understand that it comes from this. But it's so different from this at the same time, you know?
I think for both of these games, like, unless people are really, really enjoying it, like, we could do, like, a selection, like...
I was kind of thinking maybe we could just move on from
Yeah,
how...
it's a
'cause, like,
thing, you know.
I wanted to show it to the people in a certain way, and it's not really happening in the way that I wanted, so, like...
Yeah, like I said, unless people are... Like, I don't think we need to see the full, Like, I don't think we need to see all of Crime Scene Cleaner either, because, like, it's basically
No,
once the gameplay is done, like once the gameplay has been shown off, like, there are certain levels that are really good, but, like, you don't need to see all of them.
No.
If we're not going to do all of PowerWash Simulator, we probably shouldn't do all of Crime Scene Cleaner.
Well, the reason why I feel we should at least do all the Crime Scene Cleaner is because you need that context for when we revisit Crime Scene Cleaner later.
We'll see.
That's really a two-part endeavor, you know?
Like, it's not... I think the folks are not as excited about this as maybe we are.
Well, that's because they don't know yet.
Yeah, Miki was like, I thought this would be a one-time stream every once in a while.
Yeah, well, I think it probably would be.
We'll talk to Ellie about it.
It's not working the way that I had hoped it would, and really a lot of the point of doing any game is to show it off in its best light, and I don't think that's happening, so...
Crime Scene Cleaner is a long game. I just think it's
It is,
gonna
but
be...
at least it, like, at least
I don't
with
want
Crime
to
Scene
spend
Cleaner,
10
it's-
streams on it, is the thing. Like, that's the thing that, like, I
It
don't...
won't take me 10 streams.
I don't want to spend 5 streams on it, to be honest.
The thing about Crime Scene Cleaner is that, like, the reason why it takes me so long when you are experiencing is because I'm in there for the first time and I haven't seen everything. I don't know where everything is. I'm looking for that, thing.
Mm-hmm.
It won't take me that long because I've already done it, and also I don't have to 100% it.
Joe says, I am just
already
watching you
also
guys
done
do
that.
chores, and I don't like power washing in real life. Maybe we'll do 2 or 3 Crime Scene Cleaner streams and see how people react to it. Alright, I'm giving up on
So-
this.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm ready.
okay. Give us just a
Oh
moment.
wait, I
I'm going to
forgot to get the
transition
stream
over to
key.
the...
I'm stupid.
Yeah, hang on. Let me transition to the end card, because that's the one that has volume on it. And I'm going to quit. I don't like power washing IRL. Do you need me to get the stream key? I just like hearing you guys talk. Oh, that's so nice.
Oh. I actually do like power washing, but it's like I said, you don't get that many opportunities to do it because it doesn't need to be done all that often unless you have like a business doing it. So
No. Did you end up getting the stream key, or do you need me to get it?
No, I don't know where the hell it is.
Okay, let me get it. Un
Help me.
momento. Yeah, if you go into, if it would load. If you go into create and then go live,
Can you just do that?
I'm telling you in the future because you may at some point need to get the stream key, and I'm informing you now on how to do it.
I am not gonna remember being told in this context.
Okay.
I guess I could refer back to the stream.
Let's see. No, I don't want to make a highlight video. God, they moved a bunch of shit around, so now I am struggling. Stream URL, backup server URL, dual stream. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I think Ellie just set this up for us this week, and like normally. Well, wait. It's always the same stream key, isn't it? Because,
no, not
like,
all. For this one,
unless
yeah.
we change the game.
Yeah.
All right, hold on.
Yeah, for this one, it
Hold
will.
the
it will
fucking
be in
phone.
the server.
I've got the stream key.
Yeah, but you should know how to get the stream key, without Ellie having to tell you.
Well, I know, but like, honestly, I need to go through like my entire OBS and reset up everything because when we are starting out, the shit is never correct, and like, it's a whole thing.
I can't find it anymore. I used to know where it was, but they moved a bunch of shit around, so might as well just get it from Discord. Oh, it's default
let's
stream.
see if
Here we go. I found it. Yeah, I found it.
let's see if this works.
Thanks for sending me the
Oh, good. That is the same one that I went back up and found.
Alright, while we get that set up,
Hi! It's working.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna end my stream.
Okay. Oh, we can put our other faces on.
Joe says it's very loud.
Oh, really? That's because I want you to hear that shit. Loud. Desktop audio. Let's kick that down a little bit. I think that fixes it. Is that better?
Are we loud, or is the game loud? I guess the game is loud. You're gonna have to stream to me, too.
Oh, that's right. Alright, hold on. Okay, stream we happy few. Am I streaming? Yes. Voice connected. What else did I come in here to do?
Can everyone hear me? Hello.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to...
Miki says, game, question mark? It looks like maybe the game's not live. Game is loud, you guys are loud. Ray's at the end of a very long hallway.
Let's see. Audio capture, mic aux.
Okay, while you get that set up, I'll be right back. If I'm loud, just turn me down.
Where are you? Let's see. No, that's me looping back into my own thing. I don't want to hear me. Alright, what the fuck is going on? Game is loud. Ray is at the end of a very long hallway. Alright, well, when Ray gets back, we can find out if Ray is still at the end of a hallway. I can't change my guy because streamer mode is enabled. Awesome. Alright, whatever. In the meantime... Arcade. Let's... Permadeath. So wait, can y'all hear me? It's just Ray is at the end of a long hallway.
Okay, how'd we do?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm back.
Hooray! I just asked if they could hear me at all, and if Ray still sounds like they're at the end of a long hallway.
I'm curious as to how that's happened.
I don't know. Oh no, what?
Lag.
Video. Why can't I make it smaller on the fly?
Yeah, the connection dropped to poor.
Awesome. Hold on. Output. Where is that?
Apparently, I also sound bad.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's enable stream delay and see if that helps. Why do you sound bad? Like, here, let
Joe
me...
says it's worse for Ray. That's much worse. And then Miki says it's clear for me, it's fine now. Yeah, the connection dropped to poor. Do with that information what you will.
I don't know why you sound different.
I can turn my fan off, maybe that'll help.
I don't think that's what it is, because like I just listened to it on the stream and I don't know what the problem is. Like, you should be part of desktop audio, I think.
Yeah. I didn't do anything. Nothing changed between when I was streaming PowerWash Simulator.
Awesome. Well, I know that. It's my OBS settings, but I don't know what the problem is. Why do you sound bad? Like...
I don't know, man.
Joe
says it's worse for Ray. That's much worse. And then Miki says it's clear for me, it's fine now. Yeah, the connection dropped to poor. All I did was close OBS and...
I don't know why you sound different.
Ray is coming through a different mic or something. I can turn my fan off, maybe that'll help.
I don't
have a second mic,
because
so...
like, I just listened to it on the stream and I don't know what the problem is.
It's fine, we can call it here. We've been streaming for 2 hours.
Like, you should be part of desktop audio, I think.
Yeah. I didn't do anything. I think it's probably an issue regarding between when I was streaming. I don't know, maybe I should just stop talking if it's bad.
I know that. It's my OBS settings, but I don't know what the problem is. Yeah, I've got like the actual stream looping back in, and I can't, yeah. We might just have to... Ellie can't leave us alone for 5 minutes, swear to God. Hello? Ray?
Sorry, I turned my mic off because apparently I sound bad, so...
Cool, that's helpful. Jesus Christ.
I don't know what to tell you. We can just call it.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone.
We'll figure out the OBS and we'll have everything settled before we do Barkley Gaiden, which well, actually, didn't we were considering South of Midnight, yeah?
Yeah. I think what it is that it has something
Wait, it's
to
good
do
now?
with...
Yeah, I've got like the actual stream.
I think it has something to do
Shush.
Can I explain what I...
No, because I'm listening to the stream to see if it sounds good now. Swear to God.
I think it has to do with the bit rate. I think it's something to do with...
Ray?
Sorry, I turned my mic off because apparently I sound bad, so...
Cool, that's helpful. Considering South of Midnight, yeah.
Yeah. I think what it is that it has something
Wait, it's
to
good
do
now?
with...
I've got like the actual stream.
I think it has something to do with...
Shush. Okay, it sounds like you sound okay now on the stream?
Miki says no, crying.
I think they were saying no because we're ending early, but like... I think you sound alright now?
Sorry, I turned my If it's gonna go in and out, if it's gonna be inconsistent.
No, wait, why is there an echo? I don't know, man. Is it good? Do we want to play for another half hour or what? No? Okay.
You're gonna have to talk to yourself then, because people aren't gonna listen if my mic is being shitty.
Yeah, let's just, it sounds bad. Awesome. Alright, well, let's just call it here, and then I will sort out my OBS. I don't know why it's like that, but we'll figure it out. Well, Ray, don't turn your mic off if you get up.
Oh, well, I didn't... Bye, everyone.
Say goodbye with me, Jesus Christ.
If it sounds bad, they don't want to listen to it, so I just typed in the chat.
Alright.
Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. See you next week, scholars. Bye.